Howdy there, Smith family. You may say, hey, what's cooking at Smith Transport? Well, I'm here to tell you a few things that are cooking at Eagle Unlimited, our company store. First of all, Terry just got some brand new aprons in, as you can see. Adjustable, super nice, limited supply. If you want them, come and get them. Up here, sunglasses. Do you know we carry tons of sunglasses? Polarized sunglasses, driving glasses, safety glasses, you name it, a whole rack full of them. And I got my Soar with Smith mug, $15, brand new with the Smith logo on it. We've got the golf towel, tea towel, whatever you need it for towel, wipe the sweat towel, whatever. It's useful. It's $8 at the company store. And we've got 2 new hats on display here at the store. You can see the Smitty, I'm calling the Eagle on all of our stuff Smitty. So Smitty patch with a diamond plate look at an angle. And then we have this one with the super cool racing stripes that Barry Smith may like. And behind me, I wanted to highlight these. I'm not sure what the shoes on your feet are, but I know my mom, hi mom, hi, is a big fan of Adidas. She just told me last night, greatest shoes she's ever had. So we have ladies cut Adidas with the cool white stripes, white logo. We also have the shirt in men's. Reebok, we've got you covered. And this is a nice breathable. You can see the sort of like honeycomb fabric, which is like wicking. And then we have these with the tone on tone Smith Transport logo. That is called embossed. It's really neat, so new. We have some different odds and ends, and they're all 10% off. Entire rack, 10% off. Let me spin it around. Show you we got some great colors, even some hot pink, ladies. So come on in to Eagle Unlimited or find us on our Shopify account. Oh, and I can't help but mention I'm wearing one of our Blue Parrot headsets. Now we sell these way, way low, lower than the suggested manufacturer retail price, so we're not allowed to put them on our Shopify account. But I can tell you this headset is less than $100 in our store, and it's about $150 or more if you stop at a truck stop. So stop in, check out all of our electronics, all of our cookware, our clothing, and we're sure you'll find something you
Okay, good afternoon, Smith Nation. Joe Musselman here, VP of Operations at Smith Transport, kind of getting used to that. Many of you have seen me both with retention or maybe at our Bedford Walmart distribution center. So just real excited today to introduce you to Cody Hoppus. Cody's been promoted, moved up to our Director of Dedicated Operations in Bedford. So what that means is Cody's responsible for our entire operation at the Bedford, Pennsylvania Walmart Distribution Center. He's got a lot of experience, good background in running terminals, running freight. So he's been down at Bedford the past over a year now working there, so he'll do great there, and we expect a smooth transition and to just keep on having the great success and results that we've had at Bedford.
I look forward to having my new role within Smith, and I am anxious to keep going with the success that this account has had.
Very nice, Cody. Good deal.
New segment to the newscast. Anniversaries, they're important. We should be sharing them. I have a few weeks of catching up, so my list today is actually 3 weeks worth, and then after this it'll just be weekly. The anniversaries we're celebrating each week that we do the newscast. So I have a lot today. I'm going to try to get through them quickly. So first I want to talk about our operations, our administration anniversaries that are celebrating here in the first part of January. They were Mike Horton in safety, 29 years. 29 years. Thank you, Mike. Dustin Harm maintenance, 28 years. Congratulations, Dustin. Thank you for all those years of service. Tracy Everhart in our Well Services division is celebrating 22 years. Thank you, Tracy. Joseph Bonsick in our Remington warehouse is celebrating 22 years. John Kennedy, who works in our Roaring Spring building and grounds maintenance, keeping the terminal looking its best, is celebrating 13 years. Jess Neville in safety with 12 years. Frank Nab in our body shop, 8 years. Nicole Newby in payroll with 6 years. Nicole Nickum in our orientation room, I'm sure that everyone knows Nicole, with 5 years. Corey Curtis in our Tyrone warehouse is celebrating 3 years. Steph Henry in accounting with 2 years. Ashley Flagg in our operations department is celebrating her 2 years. Our president, Mr. Todd Smith, is celebrating 2 years. Bobby Martin celebrating 2 years in our customer service department. Rochelle Edivane in our Bedford operations is celebrating 1 year. Katie Feather in our ERS department is celebrating 1 year. Eric Nelson, our VP of Safety, is celebrating his 1 year. Jeff Detweiler in maintenance is 1 year. And then the rest are drivers. Anniversaries. This is amazing. So I'm going to read the name. Now this is the Bedford Walmart dedicated drivers, over the road drivers, local drivers, and there is a lot. So I'm going to get to it. Larry Musselman, 17 years. Thank you, Larry, for being dedicated to excellence. Ricky Felix, 16 years. Thank you, Ricky. Wayland Massengill, our driver of the month for October of 2019. You'll see some more from him later on in the newscast, celebrating 12 years. James Cook with that flawless truck that's always beautiful, 9 years. Dave Miller with 7 years. Mike Kirshner with 6 years. Arthur Palmenter with 6 years. Charles Staley with 5 years. Robert McCormick with 5 years. Ernest Hunter with 4 years. Corey, I'm sorry, I already did Corey. Milton Higgins with 3 years. David Exline with 3 years. Fred McAllister with 3 years. Dontanian Scales with 2 years. Mike Mueller has 2 years. Sam Brennan, 2 years. Hermanius Popey, Daryl Sheets, Michael Campbell, Tyler Nolf, Alex Pritchett all have 2 years as well. Michael Velosi, Jeffrey Sheets, Thomas Plummer, Edward Halloran, Trayvon Taylor, Robert Robinson, Eric Frankenberger, Thomas Haar, Larry Langford, Dennis Coons, Robert Carper, Jeffrey Dulac, Jacob Hamrick, David Mock Sr., and Frederick Morgan, all celebrating 1 year. Thank you, everyone. We add up all these years of service. It is just mind-blowing. Thank you all for your dedication to excellence at Smith Transport.
Hello, Smith drivers. My name's Nikki Clark, log coordinator in safety.
My name is BJ Bollinger. I'm also a log coordinator in the safety department. We are noticing an increase in the 14-hour rule violation. This is due to the approval of unassigned drive time. When you're in the shop or at the dealer, you must make sure you're not only going off duty, but completely logging out of the truck. When you log back into your truck, you need to say no to the unassigned drive events. And also make a comment on each event stating that it's not your time as far as driving.
Form and manner violations are increasing due to the lack of filling out the load information. It's very important to enter the load and the trailer number as required. Just recently, a driver did receive a DOT inspection and they ended up receiving a violation for not having the correct load info in there. Just remember that cases like this, if you receive a violation, you will receive CSA points as well as the company. 3 years is a long time for it to be on your records, and as Eric Nelson says, you want to make sure you keep your plate clean.
Just a reminder, make sure you have 8 days of blank paper logs as well as a cab card in your truck. If you do not have these, contact us or any one of the terminals. You can pick one up there.
Also, anytime that you're at the Roaring Spring terminal, please make sure that you stop in and see us in safety. You can grab a cup of coffee. We can go over your CSA scorecard with you. Thank you for all that you do. And remember,
safety starts with me.
And you.
Hey, we have visitors today at the Roaring Spring Terminal. I'm gonna sneak in here really quick to show you First Class Magazine. They're here today. I'm creeping into their room. Got lots of stuff. Fancy pictures and cameras. Way more than what I. So Todd, today I snuck in a little bit on First Class Magazine in our shop. They were interviewing Thad and Dane with our new 579 Ultra Lofts. And for our viewers who may not realize what First Class Magazine is, I thought maybe you could share a little with them.
Well, sure. So First Class Magazine is a magazine that Peterbilt Corporation puts out to all of their customers and also to the industry. They do it 4 times a year. So it comes out once a quarter, and I'm very proud of the fact the next magazine that comes out here soon, the featured transportation company in that magazine is going to be Smith Transport. And they came here, I think about 2 months ago or 3 months ago, interviewed Barry Smith, our founder, myself, took a lot of pictures of our trucks, took a lot of pictures of our facility, which we think is world class, and we're very proud of that. And today they came back because they want to feature their new 579 Ultra truck they just put out in the market last year, and they chose Smith Transport. And why did they choose Smith Transport? Because we believe it's the best truck on the market in terms of the spec, the color, the chrome, all of the things that we do to this truck is just over the top. And I'm glad to see not only do we think that, but obviously Peterbilt must think that too, because they came out and chose Smith Transport as the fleet to come out and look at the trucks, not only on the outside, but more importantly on the inside. So very proud of that.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Hey, I'm sitting down with Shane Filer today. Shane is one of the recruiters here at Smith Transport, and we wanted to talk to you about a way to earn some extra money.
Thanks, Jen. We're going to be talking about the driver referral program. You can make up to $1,500 if you refer a driver to Smith Transport. It is very important that the driver that you refer lets us know that you referred them, and it's also very important that you cover yours and tell us that you referred a driver. If they complete 180 days, you will receive $1,500 for bonus.
Oh, it's pretty nice. So you just want to make sure that the driver they referred tells recruiting they were referred by them, and then they should also call recruiting to let you know they referred a driver.
Correct. Yeah, it's very important for that, just so we have everything documented so you can get paid.
Oh, well, that's awesome, and an easy way to make some extra money.
Yeah, it's super simple. You get $500 after 14 days, $500 after 90 days, and then $500 after 180 days.
So if the first 500 is after just 14 days.
Correct. Yes.
Awesome. Well, there you go. An easy way to make some extra cash for the spring, summer vacations.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Shane.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you all so very much. This is third time in 12 years. And the way I look at that is, I look at this as you guys being able, recognizing that you can depend on me. And that's one of the things I strive for, is to make sure that I don't ever let you down. And by virtue, I know that you guys are not going to let me down. And so, you know, when you put all that together with all the processes, it's one of the things I wonder that all drivers realize, that me as a driver and the rest of our driving team, they're a small part of this cog of operations that takes place with Smith Transport. All you guys are all the beginning pieces, from that first phone call to the email. When you make that first contact with the customer, it goes through a lot of processes before it gets to me. And I can recognize that because in past phases of my working career before I came to Smith, I've sat in most of y'all's seats in different capacities, and trust me, way smaller scale. But it gives me a unique insight into the fact of what goes into what comes to the driver. I know that Smith has always placed a lot of focus on the drivers, and this award is an example of that. But I hope that they all realize what all has to take place before that information gets to the driver. And that's what you guys do. Because without everything that you do before that information comes to me, I'm just kind of like the tail end part of this. And so I just want to make sure that you're aware that I appreciate what you guys do in order to help us accomplish the mission. So again, thanks very much for this honor. I appreciate it very much, and thanks.